This week on JambarTV, we'll be discussing student violence on campus and how multiple claims have been reported. Then our executive producer will sit down and talk with the SGA president about Swipe Out Hunger. We'll also discuss both basketball teams and their impressive performances during opening week.
Welcome back into another episode of JambarTV. I'm Krista Ritz alongside Angie Gopalakrishnan. The rock outside of YSU's Kilcawley Center was painted in protest of the recently announced budget cuts at YSU. Students can read quotes saying academics over athletics, stop the cuts, and what's next, all around the rock regarding how students felt after the decision to cut 26 programs.
Intend on pulling the rug out from under students by not having classes available for them.
There have been several reports of student violence on campus this semester. Reporter Kara Caloris talked to campus officials to find out more.
YSU police to report claims of stalking, fondling, and dating violence. YSU Police Chief Sean Varso said there have been 6 reports.
There may have been an increase, especially with everyone coming back to school all at once. Possibly people are reporting it more when it does occur to them.
Varso says if you are a victim, call the campus police.
It's better to report it, and especially for the individual's own safety, own peace of mind. There's ways that we can protect them, and there's ways that the university can accommodate them while they're here on campus also. But we also have counseling here also that is available to individuals.
Jake Protivnak, Director of the Department of Psychological Sciences and Counseling, says knowing the red flags in an abusive partner can help students avoid dangerous situations.
An unhealthy relationship would be a partner who seeks to control aspects of your life, control your finances, uses threats against you, a partner who tries to isolate you away from your support.
Protivnak says victims of crimes or partner violence can also call YSU's Counseling Services Department for help. I'm Kara Caloris for JambarTV.
YSU is now providing COVID-19 booster shots alongside the vaccines at clinics on campus. Shannon Tyrone, University Relations Associate Vice President, explains why YSU is providing these clinics.
We created that kind of COVID button with a lot of help from other areas and departments and not that we always know the answers, we wanted to make sure that the information is in front of everybody. And the same thing with the clinics, and now we're really excited to be able to add the booster to it also.
For a vaccine clinic time slot, students, faculty, and staff should check their email for a link from the University Relations Office.
YSU reported 30 COVID-19 cases for the week of November 7th. Of those, 25 were students living off campus, 1 student on campus, and 4 were employees. The week before, YSU reported 35 cases. 28 were students off campus, 3 were students on campus, and 4 were employees. After the break, we will be discussing the progression of the 123 Senate bill and fire alarm safety on campus, so stay tuned.
YSU English invites you to explore the more than 100 classes we have to offer. Students have the chance to read the classics and to discover classics in the making, to encounter the many voices in literature, and explore their own voices creatively. Students can develop practical skills for the professional marketplace in technical and business writing classes. They can study linguistics, education, and second language acquisition, and even film and screenwriting. Come see what YSU English has to offer you.
You're looking to your future, preparing for your goals, and they're closer than you think. Because here, success is part of the plan. It's a place where academic and social opportunities are meant to prepare you for life, not just the next 4 years. You'll be equipped to face new challenges and turn hard work into a career. You're ready for your success to take root. And here's where it starts. We are Youngstown State University, and proud.
Tensions are rising across the state and at YSU as Senate Bill 123 moves through the Ohio Senate. Early last week, members of the student anti-abortion student organization Penguins for Life wrote chalk messages across the campus. They were met with opposition, and many of the writings were smeared or washed away. Kayla Gilmore from Penguins for Life spoke on their motivations.
Our goals are to support pregnant and parenting students on campus and local mothers in need in the community and on campus, while also speaking up about the injustice of abortion.
YSU's Planned Parenthood Generation Action Group still offers services and direction for students in need of resources. For more information, visit Youngstown's Planned Parenthood Health Center's website.
The Little Squaw Creek Stream Renovation Project's second phase will occur next semester after receiving a $200,000 grant. The project was first brought to YSU's engineering students in spring of 2021. Robert Korenik, Associate Professor and Program Coordinator for the Civil and Construction Engineering Technology Program, says the university and the Rayen School of Engineering look for projects that reflect what the students do in practice.
This is the kind of project with the construction management portion, the design portion, the civil engineering analysis portion. These are the type of projects that you'll be working on when you practice. These are the type of things that I did when I practiced engineering. And more importantly than that, it's an opportunity to work with students on a research project that is relevant. So it's, again, something that they would be working on.
The grant money will help fund the reconstruction of the park.
The sound of fire alarms should always be a cause for concern, but when they seem to go off day and night, students treat them like an inconvenience, which can lead to dangerous results. Jambar reporter Austin Caroline tells us why students should not ignore these alarms.
Living on campus always comes with its own set of challenges, whether it's living in a dorm or an apartment. Now, one of those challenges should never be worrying whether or not the fire alarm you're hearing is a real alarm or if it's just a false alarm. Now, I spoke with Michael Ordo, the YSU Facilities Maintenance Manager, and he stressed to me that there is no such thing as a false alarm and that all alarms should be taken seriously.
There's no such thing as a false alarm. It is always caused by something. Yeah, hairspray, steam, somebody pulls a pull station by accident. There's a reason. It's not false.
YSU Police Chief Sean Varso shared similar sentiments, saying that you can never be too safe in these situations.
When these alarms get set off and that, it's imperative that everyone take it seriously. Evacuate the building when they hear these alarms go off, because you never know what that alarm is.
Student safety is the #1 priority when it comes to these kinds of situations. Now, I spoke with Olivia Cupp, the Director of Housing and Residence Life here at YSU. She said that one of the goals that she sets for herself, as well as the rest of the Housing Residence Life staff, is to show students the importance of fire safety and how to stay safe in these kinds of situations.
For JambarTV, I'm Austin Caroline.
Nancy Wagner, chair of the Centifonte School of Nursing, is the first faculty member to receive the Trestle Endowed Chair in Leadership. The YSU Foundation gifted $1.6 million for the award. Between 2 to 3% is provided to the use of the department. Wagner also receives a stipend. Wagner was chosen to receive the award because of her outstanding work during the previous academic year. Each year moving forward, the winner is chosen by YSU's Provost, Brian Smith. Up next, Gabrielle Owens will talk about the new display in Bliss Hall and how YSU students can donate to those in need during the holidays.
Growing up, I love figuring out how things work, putting things together. I love being able to come up with an idea, design it, just the whole process of creating things. I go to school here at Youngstown State and my passion is 3D design. I chose YSU because all the equipment, the research being done here, it's like a playground for me. I'm Alex, and I'm why I'm proud.
The feeling when my hands are on the piano, it's become comforting. It's somewhere that I can express myself. I go to Youngstown State University, and my passion is playing music. YSU is allowing me to take what I love and turn it into a career and do it every single day of my life. I'm Alyssa, and I'm why I'm proud.
You're here to be part of something bigger, to make things happen. For you, college is about knowledge being shared, and learning experiences that aren't limited to the classroom. On campus, you want to matter. It's about engaging every day, building relationships with students, with mentors, with the community, in the heart of a reinvented city. We are that something bigger. We are Youngstown State University, and proud.
Hey kid, you wanna try some exercise?
Wait, what? What's going on right now?
Yeah man, exercise.
I don't know. I don't know if I should even be talking to you right now.
It's got lots of benefits.
Okay.
The benefits of exercise include increased levels of energy, higher quality of sleep, better muscle and bone strength, improved memory, and clearer skin.
JambarTV, I'm Gabrielle Lawrence with Student Life. Bliss Hall is known for its art displays from students and faculty. Its latest display is a sculpture exhibit featuring art from 19 students who were in sculpture courses in the 2020 and 21 school years. Junior photography major Michael Reinhardt is one of the students to have his art displayed.
It's actually really nice to see my artwork along with other students' artwork because I don't think a lot of people get to see all of our stuff all the time.
Organized by faculty members Tony Armini and Lauren Baker, the exhibit is located in the Judith Ray Solomon Gallery on the second floor of Bliss Hall. Admission is free to the public. If you'd like to visit the gallery, its open viewing hours are 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. on weekdays. Finals are just around the corner and students are beginning to prepare for their exams. Chemical engineering tutor Jonah Weissman explained how to properly prepare for finals.
I'm a very visual learner, but I think the best way to learn is just kind of playing to whatever type of learning suits you best, whether that's auditory, visual. So for me as a visual, I really like to go through and see an entire process written down and then maybe copy that process down for myself.
YSU has a tutoring program run by the Resch Academic Success Center. It offers tutoring for over 200 courses. Student support hours are also available Monday through Thursday for any student who feels they need help preparing for finals. Finals will take place from December 13th to the 17th. YSU Penguin Pantry is in need of donations due to a rise in student use.
So Penguin Pantry is requesting donations because coming back into our most normal semester since COVID happened, we have seen a huge influx in users in the pantry.
The pandemic has played a role in the substantial use of the Penguin Pantry. The pantry currently employs a part-time employee and several volunteers to meet the needs of students.
Whenever they were looking for an employee, I wanted to jump on it so I wanted to be as involved in it as possible.
Students can request any amount of items and they can visit the pantry as much as they need. The Penguin Pantry is located on the second floor of Kaquali Center. The Penguin Pantry isn't the only program in need of donations. On Wednesday, the Student Government Association launched a Swipe Out Hunger program, which allows students to donate their leftover meal swipes to an emergency meal credit program for students in need. Students without meal plans who would like to donate can make monetary donations on the SGA's website. Executive producer Sydney Stallnecker will sit down with the SGA president to find out more about this new campus program after the break.
The communication department is much more than media or delivering a speech. The YSU Communication Department offers programs in telecommunication, journalism, and communication studies. We inspire creativity. We encourage each student's passion. We explore new and advanced technologies that connect the human race. The communication programs at YSU ensure that every student is prepared and experienced for the outside workforce, for life after YSU. Join the Jambar and find your voice when you tell the next big story. Become a host of Rookery Radio and gain hands-on experience, or get involved with TV productions like Light the Wick, Penguin Rundown, and JambarTV. YSU's Communication Department is much more than a department, an education, or a degree. It's a home for passionate individuals, for students to find and pursue what they love.
The feeling when my hands are on the piano, it's become comforting. It's somewhere that I can express myself. I go to Youngstown State University and my passion is playing music. YSU is allowing me to take what I love and turn it into a career and do it every single day of my life. I'm Alyssa and I'm YN proud.
You're here to be part of something bigger, to make things happen. For you, college is about knowledge being shared and learning experiences that aren't limited to the classroom. On campus, you want to matter. It's about engaging every day, building relationships with students, with mentors, with the community, in the heart of a reinvented city. We are that something bigger. We are Youngstown State University and proud.
Hello and welcome back to Jambar TV. I'm Sydney Stelnecker, the executive producer, alongside the president of the Student Government Association, Nick Kupieris. Welcome, Nick, to Jambar TV.
Thank you for having me.
So the Swipe Out Hunger program launched this week at YSU. Can you tell me a bit about this program?
Yeah, so with Swipe Out Hunger, the whole point of the program is to help students who face, it's hard for students to be able to get food in their life and they face these food deficiencies. With Swipe Out Hunger, the entire point is that students can donate their meal swipes or even money towards the program so that other students here at YSU are able to get free meal swipes so they're guaranteed to have a hot meal.
So what has SGA's involvement been in creating the program?
Yeah, so it was actually last year's administration that first reached out to the program because the Swipe Out Hunger program, they operate in different universities nationwide. So last year's administration reached out to the Swipe Out Hunger program and set it all up. And then when I took over his office, me and every single other person in student government all decided to make that conscious effort to continue the Swipe Out Hunger program coming here to YSU. So we have been involved in discussing with the Dean of Students, the Associate Vice President, representative from Kilcolly, representatives from Chartwells, to all kind of get together to get this program so we all know how we would want it to work when we start to implement it on our campus.
Mm-hmm. So what are some of your goals?
Yeah, so some of our goals when it comes to Swipe Out Hunger is definitely, with Swipe Out Hunger Week, is to raise awareness towards the program. And awareness towards the fact that there are students here at YSU that, believe it or not, do have a hard time finding where their next meal is going to be. Our second goal is to also use Swipe Out Hunger Week to raise money towards the program and allow students to know that this program exists. I hope that we have students who need to use the program know that it exists and they have that chance to go and get their free meal swipes. I also really hope, with this being the first ever Swipe Out Hunger Week and this being the first year we're implementing this program, that as the years go on, Swipe Out Hunger Week kind of continues to be an event here on campus that will allow students to raise awareness, raise money, and hopefully it gets bigger and bigger and better every year.
Mm-hmm. So you mentioned Swipe Out Hunger Week. What are some of the events that you've been doing?
Yeah, so at the beginning of the week on Monday, we had a panel. That panel, it included the Dean of Students, Dr. Nicole Canstrollo, Mike Ibieris, the Director of Second Harvest Food Bank in Mahoning Valley here, and Mayor Tito Brown, the Mayor of Youngstown. And all three of them were able to kind of discuss homelessness and food disparity within our community, in our area, and students got a chance to have, a Q&A session with them, and we had a lot of healthy discussion with that. Tuesday, we created tie blankets that we're going to be donating to the Family Mission here in our local community. And then throughout the week, we've also been doing basket raffles and how many M&Ms is in a jar type thing, so students can buy tickets to win a basket raffle. We have a winter wear, a food basket raffle, and a YSU Spirit one. All the money is going to be going towards Swipe Out Hunger Week. All of it is going to be going towards this program so it can be implemented.
So what impact will this program have on YSU and the community?
Yeah, I believe that this program's impact on the community will, show that here the Youngstown community and the YSU community as a whole cares for all students. And I believe that impact is going to show that every single student here on campus will not have to worry about where their next meal is going to be. And they won't have to worry about how much money they're going to have to spend or save up in order to get, a week's worth of meals. On top of students being able to use the Swipe Out Hunger program to get free meal swipes, we're also, informing students about the Penguin Food Pantry as well, which is another resource that they can use.
Cool. So, well, I'm looking forward to seeing the program progress on campus. Thank you for your time today. Up next, Angie and Krista will be back to introduce sports.
Growing up, I love figuring out how things work, putting things together. I love being able to come up with an idea, design it, just the whole process of creating things. I go to school here at Youngstown State and my passion is 3D design. I chose YSU because all the equipment, the research being done here, it's like a playground for me. I'm Alex and I'm why I'm proud.
You're here to be part of something bigger, to make things happen. For you, college is about knowledge being shared and learning experiences that aren't limited to the classroom. On campus, you want to matter. It's about engaging every day, building relationships with students, with mentors, with the community, in the heart of a reinvented city. We are that something bigger. We are Youngstown State University and proud.
Welcome back into JambarTV. The SGA has sent a survey via email regarding the vaccine mandate. The Academic Senate is voting on the vaccine mandate November 30th. The SGA is hoping for many responses so they can accurately represent the student body. Now we will join Kyle Willis and Caitlin McCarthy at Beagley Center for an inside look at the basketball team.
We are here inside the Beagley Center, more specifically the weight room, as the women's basketball team is off to a Hart 2-0 start. Reporter Joseph Radaroli has more.
The women's basketball team defeated Akron 57-55 with a little help from their fans. Because of the COVID-19 pandemic, fans were not permitted to attend last season, but this season they were welcomed back with open arms by head coach John Barnes.
What a great crowd. I mean, great student section, a lot of fans from a lot of different places, really loud, really into it, and felt like they were just willing our team to the win.
The team was led by sophomore Malia Magestro, who scored 16 points. She had a hot second half after the team's slow offensive start. Magestro felt the energy of the student section, and the team was able to feed off the energy to finish strong.
Last year we had never had any fans. It was like almost playing scrimmages, so the atmosphere here was amazing tonight, so I think all of us were just definitely a little nervous, which is normal, but we shook those nerves off at halftime. I think we came out and just played a whole different game.
Junior Maddie Albuck also had a huge night off the bench as she finished with 9 points, shooting 4 of 6 from the field in 27 minutes. She echoed Majestro's sentiment, adding that many of the players have not played in front of the crowd like this before.
I think at the beginning it was nerve-wracking for us because we are a new team, and I think there's a little bit of pressure behind the fact that we're all new and we kind of have something to prove. But at the end of the day, in the second half, when we were hitting threes and when we were going on runs, it's just so much more fun when the fans are there because we feed off their energy.
The team had a spectacular showing on defense, forcing the Zips to shoot just over 32% from the field and out-rebounding Akron with 44 rebounds. Coach Barnes attributed their win to the team's toughness on defense.
We held them to 32% from the field and 19% from three, so that's a heck of a defensive night. And we talk a lot about, you're not going to be lights out every night shooting the basketball. So on those nights that you're not shooting it really well, how are you going to get the win? And that's just toughness and physical play.
The Penguins will look to break 500 as they play Long Island University at the Beagley Center November 26th at 1 p.m. With JambarTV, I'm Joseph Frateroli.
Tonight, the men's basketball team will be playing their first home opener. They split the team's first two games of season, losing 75-59 to Penn State, but defeated Southeast Missouri State 97-79. Against the Nittany Lions, senior Michael Akuche led the charge of recording a double-to-double on 22 points and 10 rebounds. Senior Garrett Covington would also score 11 points, while sophomore Shemar Ratan-Mays added 10. Defensively, it was a struggle for YSU as Penn State would shoot nearly 52% from the field. The Penguins also lost the battle in the paint as they were out-rebounded 43-25 and allowed 44 points at the rim.
Yeah, it wasn't the best night for the Penguins, but against Southeast Missouri State, they were able to rebound as Tevin Ollison was hot from the field, scoring 27 points, shooting over 56% from the field. Covington would have a double-double, recording 18 points and 10 boards. As a team, the Penguins would shoot near 50%, and defensively were a lot tighter against the Redhawks. They held them to just 40% from the field, and they would win the rebound battle 43-34. Joining me right now is senior forward Michael Akuche. Michael, you've been playing hot as of late. However, against Penn State, the team didn't perform as well offensively and defensively, but against Southeast Missouri State, you guys were able to rebound. What kind of adjustments were you guys able to make going from game to game?
I think exactly like you said, Kyle, just understanding we weren't the best defensively at Penn State. 50% from the field wasn't great. We were clearly out-rebounded too. So our mistakes were pretty clear. We knew we had to focus up on, and that's what we did in practice. Just being more disciplined on defense, being more disciplined as far as defensive rebounding, boxing out, putting a tremendous emphasis on it. So, we knew we had to focus on. It was clear as day. So, just focusing in on that and making sure that we were consistent and staying disciplined.
And tonight at St. Thomas, you guys are going to be playing in front of fans for the first time in just under 2 years. You know, they brought the energy against the women's basketball team. How excited are you to be able to play in front of the home fans again?
I'm extremely excited, Kyle, just to see people around. Just to be around people again, just to see people in the crowd. I'm excited to hear people scream when we make good plays, seeing people again, having people's family members that I haven't seen in a long time, just seeing people's faces. I'm extremely excited. I hope all of our fans are excited. It should be a good one.
Well, the football team didn't have the same success in their final home game of the season. Yusuf Hamza has more.
The YSU football team had a tough senior day playing the North Dakota State University Bison. YSU lost 49-17 against the 8-time national champions as the Bison led a rushing stampede for 456 yards over 45 carries. The Bison passed for 169 yards, with 71 of those coming on a deep touchdown pass to NDSU's Christian Watkins. NDSU's unstoppable offense was not the only issue for YSU. The team lost starting quarterback Demetri Crenshaw to injury in the second quarter. Then, in the fourth quarter, they lost backup Mitch Davidson to injury as well. Davidson was able to return, but ended up not doing so. The game was marred by Penguin struggles, especially with pass protection.
You saw in the first half we had too many sacks. You want pass football, it starts with protection. So you got to be able to protect the quarterback. Then you got to be able to make the plays downfield. So
the Penguins will head to Carbondale, Illinois this Saturday to close out the season against the Southern Illinois Salukis. Going into this game, YSU hopes to break its 17-game road losing streak.
You play in the Missouri Valley Conference, every game's a big game, home or away. So, we always talk about road focus, and that's just kind of our thing this week going forward.
The last time the Penguins won on the road was against the Salukis on their last road game of the 2017 season. I'm Yusuf Hamza, reporting for JambarTV.
From everybody here at Jambar TV, we want to wish you and the rest of the Penguins have a happy Thanksgiving break.
Support for Jambar TV is provided in part by the YSU Foundation